Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Stormworks episode. And I know I've been playing this game like way too much by now, but we are back with I mean, I would like to say a fan favorite because video is pretty popular. I'll probably put up a picture on screen here, but it was my build battle with Tom, and we ended up making some boats. And Tom had a pretty good boat. I had a pretty terrible one for sure. So I decided, why not just practice my skills? I've been building a couple boats recently, kind of just testing my skills, and people have definitely left some good comments of other like ways to build a boat better. And I think I might as well just try it, and it's gonna take me a little bit, so I might as well make a video out of it because I need content anyways. But enough with the yapping session here. Let's go ahead and begin. Alrighty, guys. So here we are in the building editor. I've been in this place a couple times recently. I've definitely been building some boats, but you guys can use this as a little tutorial, I guess, but recommend actually getting a tutorial from somebody that actually somewhat knows what they're doing. But besides that, let's go ahead and begin here. So I don't know how big we want the boat to be. That's probably too big. We can see, we can grab like engines and stuff. I'm just gonna throw all this stuff out of my inventory here. Okay, so an engine would be about this big. That could give us room to crawl around in the engine room, give room for everything else. I'd say maybe take off 2. We could take off probably 2. Let's do 2 more. Let's try that. Yeah, no, I think that's perfect, actually. Because then it expands out anyways, so let's do 1 more, because it expands out when you go up. So, how big should we make this boat? Okay, there's one side, and maybe I want like a pretty decently sized boat, so maybe about that big. Cause we're gonna do like this, and then we'll go out like this as well. Perfect. That looks pretty good, actually. Actually, I don't know if I want to do this too. Let's kind of go like this. Boom. Boom. There we go. Okay, so that's 4. That's 4. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So that's gonna be. We'll make that the back, I guess. I just don't think there's enough room, actually, because you have to fit propellers and rudders. How big is a propeller? Let's see. We're going to use large. So, you fit one right there, and, we could fit one right there. Rudders. Rudders wouldn't fit here. We could just kind of go like that. I don't know if that would work out really well. I guess we'll just figure it out later, kind of figure out how we want this to go. Or we could I say we just honestly go like that. That's probably better. But anyways, let's go ahead and just finish out the basic shape here. So, let's go ahead and do something like this. It's going to look pretty fire. And then, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and then hit the front here. And as you might be able to see, I've definitely learned a lot from my last little build thing this game. So we'll go ahead and connect these right here. Now I'm gonna get a generator. We'll get medium generator. How big is the large? Oh, yeah, way too big. We don't need that big. We just need a medium-sized generator. So I saw somebody comment this, saying I should use like they usually use like a generator. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna give that a try for sure. I think that'd be pretty fun. So basically, we're gonna go like this on both sides. We're gonna go out from here. Do we need to go up? Yes. I think this is how we do it, if I remember. Because then you connect it to here, and then you connect it to the propellers, right? Let me remember my other boats. Yeah, you do. Okay. So now, we're going to connect this down until we get down onto the bottom. Because... There we go. So now, we're also going to want a clutch. And a... What is it called? No. Gearbox, that's what it's called. Just forgetting there. So you're supposed to do, I think, clutch. Yeah, I think clutch goes first, and then you do the drive. Can we do it like this? No. Oh, I could have probably done it going down. Huh. I don't think I can do it like this, right? I might actually be able to. We're gonna give it a try, I guess. Actually, no. Maybe I'll just put it right here. It's whatever. I think it's supposed to go like before, no, after the clutch, I think. But, you know, I really have like no clue. I still barely know how to work this game. We should actually probably put this right here. We don't have like a lot of room. So we're gonna go like that. We're gonna do our propellers probably. We need enough room for the rudders, so let's go ahead and place rudders probably. We want them to go in the same direction. Usually this way's always worked for me. But we want... If I place one there, and okay, so I could. What block is that on? It's going to be on that one. So I just want to mark those. So now, we're going to go like this. Perfect. And then... like this. Perfect. So now, you're going to want to get a pipe that is enclosed so water doesn't get in to your engine room, because that would be very terrible. I'm just going to patch up these holes real quick. Then we're going to go ahead and slap on our propellers. Usually, I probably should have done my propellers, like, later. Like, I don't think I needed to do them right now. But it's whatever. I always like to start with my engine. So, I don't know why I'm getting rid of pipes at this point. I should probably keep them out. Let me actually get them back out. That was a bad idea. Because it is time for... What is this for? That's for air. Okay. You do air. I do air, like, basically last. Let's get exhausts for the engines. So, exhausts should also get an enclosed pipe. Closed. Which we just get one straight one. We'll place it like right here. I think we can place it right there, right? Oh yeah, for sure. So now we're gonna go like that. Flip that over. Perfect. So now we have basically the whole back here done. Now we're just gonna connect these to that exhaust. I need my angled piece. Perfect. So now we're gonna go like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go like that. And then we gotta go like this. Boom. And then get a T-piece and finish this off. Perfect. So now we're gonna do the same over here. We're just gonna connect this part first, because it doesn't really matter which order you do it in. I just feel like doing it like this today. And if you guys want to, you guys can always use this as a guide. It's probably not the best guide if there's people that actually like make engines really well in Stormworks, like you know how to make them well. Let me know if I did this right or wrong in the comment section below. I would love to actually hear, because frankly I don't actually know a lot of the things that I'm doing. But anyways, let's get a radiator. And then let's place blocks right here. Right here. So now if we flip this over, turn this, we can go ahead and connect these. Perfect. Connect these. That's good. So now we have fuel right here. But first, I want to get a battery. How big is the large battery? Way too big. Okay. So let's get a medium-sized battery, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to hook up just the rest of the engine, and then I'll be back with you guys. So, yeah. Alright, guys. So, I got a bit of work done. So, basically, I placed the 2 batteries right here. The batteries don't really matter where they go. But I got the 2 fuel tanks here. I got them right here. And I actually got to, I just realized now I got to remove this whole top part. I was going to do it like this, so then you could walk underneath in case of the fire, but I think you can still crouch underneath. But I'm going to, as you can see right here, I think I only really need one of these, I think. But this is going to connect to a little fluid, whatever. I don't remember what they're called, but it pumps in, fuel, of course. I probably can't put it right here because this is going to be in the main cab. So let's see if we can move these. I don't think we have to place one right here. Or we'll just connect them. We could just do that. So we go like that. And then we also connected them again, but that's okay, I don't think you have to connect these outer ones. I think it's fine, honestly. But I just want to be safe. I don't want my engine leaking or something because I did it wrong. But anyways, we're gonna go like this. And we're just gonna stop it right here. So, also, I have this because I need to see how tall this is, because this should be on, I'm just going to do this on the exact same block. The roof's going to be right above this, like this. But I just have those blocks for that, because I'm going to build out the sides here. But we currently have a bit of the bilge pump going, which pumps, if there's, uses these fluid ports. It's pretty simple to set up here. I'll show you guys. So you use a fluid port here going into the water. And then you can see here, you got to use this side right here, this side that I'm, that's closest to my camera. You got to use that side going into the fluid port. Then you have a pipe just going up. And that's going to connect to the fluid ports inside your whole main boat, which means when the bilge pump is turned on, it's going to collect water and it's going to pop out. But you also need air to come into the engine. So that's what we're going to be working on right now once we finish the walls here. So let's go ahead and begin with that. And then we can go ahead and finish up some of this bilge system here. So, let's see. This is only a couple blocks tall, so it's not going to expand out that far. I just want to remove these. I know there is a duplicating button. I just don't know where it is and how to use it. So, yeah, we're just going to have to build this for the whole boat. So, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright, guys. So, my boat was, a little short, from, right here. And it just looked really stupid. So, I ended up having to expand it. And the engine room looks a little different now. But I've learned something in my boats before, because if you didn't know, in Stormworks, when you crash your boat, you can take damage, and that can result in flooding. So I like to do these little, chambers. Here you can see, you put a hatch in between, but it means if back here starts flooding, it doesn't mean the rest of this starts flooding. And I think it'd just be, I've kind of done this once before, and I think it works pretty well. Then again, I haven't tested it fully, but we're gonna give it a try. And I think it's worth a try for everybody if you're like if you build boats in this game or whatever. But what you do if there's like a pipe running through it is you turn it into an enclosed block, an enclosed pipe, as you can see, just a straight piece that goes straight through, and that works. And then you put a hatch, and as long as you don't open that, it's good. And you always want to make sure your engine room is accessible in case you have a fire or, anything along those lines. So I think I'm going to have my hatch right here. Let's get my hatch. I just usually get a hinged hatch. I had to kind of redesign a bit of the engine room, but that's okay. So now it should open upwards. Actually, I should turn it around probably. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So now you can open this up and access the engine room. So now that leaves this area, and to make sure there's no flooding, we're going to split it directly down the middle. Like that. Perfect. We'll just do like that. Perfect. Okay. So now the other entrance point can be like... We should probably let it be right here, which means... Never mind, we shouldn't let it be right here. It's that, okay. You should be able to crawl over this, so we'll put it right here. Then again, I should probably test this, but we'll test it a little later. But there we go. You can access everything here, and, hopefully that prevents the risk of flooding so much. But then again, you could absorb so much damage that it floods multiple compartments. But that's okay. Well, probably not okay, but we're going to continue on for the sake of the video. So let's go ahead and finish up the sides here, and I remember kind of just thinking about this one day. Is I really like way too big on this, and I probably should build out the shape before I build out the engine. But whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna start up a design here. I gotta just figure out what design I want to do with my boat. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of just get a helm going, nice outside, and it should be pretty nice. So let's go ahead and begin. We're gonna want a little bit of railing, so maybe 4 blocks wide. So that would be like the helm. This would be a railing. Because, and the reason I want this railing, because I'm gonna do what I did on my old boat, which made it like a bit better. Is I should do it 2 blocks this way. Is where you add blocks like this, where it kind of goes down and it's easier to get into the water. And I want to try that strat again because I think it's pretty nice. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks away from the front back. So I'll do the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then remove 5, correct? Yes, and then on these blocks is that. There we go. Perfect. So now let's duplicate it onto the other side. It's 4, right? Yep. Perfect. Now we just need to finish up right here. There we go. So this is going to be a larger ship. So hopefully my boat can handle it and doesn't sink. I'm not going to add like those weighted blocks this time. That should hopefully fix it. We're going to make this 3 blocks tall on these sides. We'll go like this. Perfect. Now we'll just kind of carve this out here. There we go. And then I'm going to add wedges on these as well. That's for a more aesthetic look. Perfect, that looks better. So now we go like that. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the basic outline for like our walls and stuff, and then I'll be back with you guys.
And I also have a friend here because I got quite bored while building this. Hello?
Y'all.
Yeah. So I've got Mr. Tree here. We are on a call and I've just been talking to him because I was quite bored while building this. Let's see if this floats. Looks like it does. And
That I should probably
actually
test
looks,
my boat.
yeah, I mean, mine looks like it floats. It's actually pretty stable. Also put this kind of caution tape here so nobody falls off. I think we might need to weigh this down in the back, but I guess I'll see how the engine weighs it down. Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit, guys.
Alright, guys, so it's not the best looking boat in my opinion, but you know, it's a boat. So currently right now we have the inside here. We're currently working on the helm. I think it's looking pretty good. I think once we add up some windows, and I definitely could add up some touch-ups around here to make the roof look a bit better, for sure. But what we're looking at right now, what I'm kind of looking at here is I want to make this maybe one down. We could do the whole railing like one down, and that'd just be a lot easier, and it's maybe a bit easier to see the water. So let's actually do that. I think that's just like the better thing in general. It's just gonna end up being a bit better for everything. We go ahead and remove all of this. We go ahead and remove all this. And as you can see, we had Tom here. We've been talking a little bit, but yeah. So I want to go ahead and just like test this boat. I want to just make sure it floats. And is it uneven? A bit more to the left for sure. I guess there is a bit more stuff on the left. As you can see, we should probably move this back like 2 blocks, but I haven't hooked up these, but these are going to be the battery switches. So we can see the water pretty easily, and I guess that's in our way a bit. Maybe I should adjust it a bit. So let's go ahead and do that. So, for at least the helm, we want to remove this. Let me get my windows again. 3x3x3, yep. So we're gonna go ahead and like that. And like that. So then now we can see a bit better for sure. But secondly, let's go ahead and do this. And get this backed up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and get the helm kind of working here. So I'll be back. Alright guys, so if you remember from earlier about these connecting, I realized I haven't really plugged them into their own tanks, and that's what these are for. I'm feel pretty dumb for not really realizing that, but let's go ahead and fix that. So we're gonna need a angled pipe and just a straight pipe. So let's go ahead and do this. I want to get like the engine just running, just so we can test it. So if we go ahead and do this, now we can connect this. I just want everything kind of running just to make sure everything's going to be okay. I don't know how things are going to turn out here. I'm going to make sure the engine has enough like power and stuff, because sometimes you can have such a big boat and stuff that your boat can't carry it all, and sometimes you need another gearbox or sometimes a whole another engine. So hopefully the boat isn't big enough for a whole new engine, but I guess we'll see. Alright, guys, so I wanted to test the boat and make sure it kind of works here, so let's go ahead and test this out. Let's see here. It's not my best design for sure. That's okay though. We have bad designs some days. What's going on now? Let's figure out the issue. It might be, is the electricity just not hooked? No, it's hooked. It's all kind of hooked up to here. That's hooked. These are hooked up to there, and then that, and that. So I don't think it's an electrical issue. Let's see here. It might actually be. Very possible. Let's try that. Let's try just getting rid of everything here. Maybe if we make everything go through here, it could work. Okay, so if we just connect electricity to here. Perfect. And then now you can just connect that like that. That connects to the battery, that connects to the battery, okay. So what's with the buttons? What's going on here? Oh, this should be powering. What is the generator power again? I keep forgetting what I make it power. It's something. Yeah, put electrical energy. So maybe see output electrical. We could just we'll just do the engine. All right. Hopefully things should be working now. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and flick on a main battery switch. There we go. Get the throttle up a little bit. It's running, but I don't really have the gear ratio set so well. So usually we're gonna set it to 3-1. That's gonna be the fastest. And then I probably should set that other one to -2 or -1. That moving even. Ah, okay. So the issue is that I wonder if it's actually this that's causing that. Okay, so basically, when you have an issue that you can't speed up at all, and the only way to speed up is to hold down the starter. The reason that's kind of happening is because your engine's usually just not producing enough power, or it's producing like so much power. See, as you can see, my boat slows down when I'm not holding the starter, but if I start holding the starter, it starts speeding up. So that's going to be a big issue here. And I think it's going to be probably going to be from the gearbox. Or it's from the clutch. Okay. Alright. I don't know, and it's been a pretty long day for me, so I think we're gonna have to call it here. But if you guys do want to see some more build battles, just let me know in the well, not build battle. Sorry, I'm thinking of my other episode. But if you guys do want to see another video here on the channel of, building or anything you guys want, just let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy the video. If you enjoy many of my videos, then consider hitting that subscribe button. But enough yapping for today. That's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys really did enjoy. And if this video gets, I don't know, like about 5 likes, then I'll do part 2 where we finish building everything and make everything work. So, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out. 1, 2, 3, 4.